The Lost Renaissance. Lucia gazed at the bustling streets of Florence, the birthplace of masterpieces and the dreams of countless artists yearning for greatness. The air was filled with the scent of fresh paint, a reminder of the studio where she toiled as an apprentice under the watchful eye of Giovanni. One afternoon, while organizing Giovanni's cluttered shelves, Lucia stumbled upon a dusty, leather-bound sketchbook, its pages yellowed with age. Inside were unfinished sketches of breathtaking beauty, their strokes delicate yet powerful, hinting at the hand of a legendary master. Lucia's heart raced. She had uncovered something extraordinary, a treasure hidden for years in plain sight, waiting to be discovered. She couldn't resist the pull of the sketches, each page revealing a new wonder, incomplete but bursting with potential. Determined to learn more, Lucia approached Giovanni, but he warned her to be cautious. Such a discovery could draw unwanted attention. Despite his advice, Lucia felt a deep connection to the sketches. They called to her, urging her to finish what the master had begun. Giovanni, seeing her resolve, agreed to help her, teaching her the techniques of the great artists and guiding her hand with care. Word of the discovery soon spread, and rival artists like Isabella, driven by envy, began to plot against Lucia. Isabella, known for her cunning, sought to claim the sketchbook for herself, believing it would secure her fame and fortune. Meanwhile, Antonio, a powerful patron with a keen eye for art, became intrigued by the rumors swirling around the mysterious sketches. Antonio summoned Lucia to his grand villa, offering her wealth and prestige in exchange for the completed works. But Lucia hesitated. She knew the sketches were more than just art, they were a legacy, a gift to the world that should remain pure. She declined Antonio's offer, choosing instead to work in secret, away from the prying eyes of those who sought to exploit her talent. Giovanni and Lucia spent countless nights in the studio, their hands working tirelessly to bring the sketches to life. Each stroke of the brush felt like a conversation with a long-departed master, a communion of souls across time. The paintings began to take shape, each one more breathtaking than the last, capturing the essence of the Renaissance itself. But as their work progressed, so did the danger, with Isabella growing more desperate and Antonio more insistent. One evening, Lucia returned to the studio to find the door ajar, her heart sinking as she feared the worst. Inside, Isabella stood over the sketches, her face twisted with jealousy, clutching a brush as if she intended to destroy them. Lucia pleaded with Isabella, telling her the art was not meant to be owned but shared, a symbol of the creative spirit. Isabella hesitated, the passion in Lucia's words striking a chord deep within her, reminding her of why she became an artist. Reluctantly, Isabella stepped away from the sketches, her anger cooling as she realized the truth in Lucia's plea. Meanwhile, Antonio's spies reported back to him, and he grew more determined to possess the sketches, even if by force. Giovanni urged Lucia to flee, to take the sketches and leave Florence before Antonio could act, but she refused. She believed in the power of the art, convinced that it could change hearts, even Antonio's, if only he could see it. The night before she finished the final painting, Lucia had a dream of the master, his voice gentle, encouraging her to continue. When she awoke, her resolve was stronger than ever, and she poured her soul into the last strokes of the brush. The completed paintings were unlike anything Florence had ever seen, radiating a beauty that transcended time. Instead of revealing herself as the artist, Lucia decided to leave the paintings anonymously in a public gallery. The reaction was immediate. The people of Florence were captivated, flocking to the gallery to witness the rebirth of a lost genius. Antonio, upon seeing the paintings, was moved to tears, his ambition melting away as he recognized the purity of the art. Isabella, too, was humbled, her rivalry forgotten in the face of such undeniable brilliance and the art's powerful message. The paintings became the talk of the city, celebrated not just for their beauty but for the mystery surrounding their creation. Speculation ran wild, with theories ranging from the return of a forgotten master to divine intervention. But Lucia remained silent, content to let the art speak for itself, knowing that the true gift was in its message, not the fame. Giovanni, proud of his apprentice, kept her secret, understanding that the legacy was now theirs to guard and cherish. As time passed, the paintings inspired a new generation of artists, each one touched by the magic of the Renaissance. Lucia continued her work, now more confident than ever, creating her own masterpieces while remaining in the shadows. Her anonymity became part of her identity, a quiet rebellion against the pressures of fame and recognition. The gallery where the paintings hung became a place of pilgrimage, where artists and patrons alike sought inspiration. Antonio, once a man of ambition, became a patron of the arts for the right reasons, supporting young talents without asking for credit. Isabella found peace in her work, dedicating herself to teaching others, sharing the lessons she learned from Lucia. The paintings, untouched by the passing years, continued to shine with the same brilliance, a testament to their timelessness. Rumors persisted about the identity of the artist, but Lucia never wavered in her decision to remain unknown. She watched as the art world grew and changed, content to have played her part in its evolution, even from behind the scenes. Her story became a legend in its own right, a tale of passion, dedication, and the true meaning of artistic legacy. The lost Renaissance had been found, not in a name, but in the spirit of the art that refused to be forgotten. And so, Lucia's name faded from memory, but her work endured, immortalized in the hearts of those who loved art. The gallery where the paintings hung became known as the House of the Hidden Master, a tribute to the unknown genius. Visitors from around the world came to Florence, drawn by the mystery and the beauty of the lost Renaissance. Lucia continued to paint, her talent flourishing in the quiet corners of her studio, far from the eyes of the world. She knew that art was not about the artist, but about the connection it created between people, across time and space. The legacy of the sketchbook lived on, a reminder that true greatness is not in fame, but in the impact one leaves behind. And as the years passed, Lucia found peace in her anonymity, knowing that her art had fulfilled its true purpose. Florence, the cradle of the Renaissance, had birthed yet another legend, one that would inspire generations to come. The lost sketches were no longer lost, and neither was Lucia, who had found her place in the world, not in fame, but in the art she loved. And so, the story of the lost Renaissance ended not with a name, but with the eternal power of creativity and the quiet triumph of a true artist.